Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody, good morning. It's me, the infamous Kiki. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Love After Lockup season 4. I guess the way they do the episodes, episode 71, I guess. Ticking time bomb. I'm the infamous Kiki. Like I said, welcome to my channel. This is where I watch reality shows live. I'm gonna do 90 Day the Other Way. I know it debuted last Sunday. I'm gonna try to watch 2 episodes back to back in 2 different videos and post them, maybe one on Sunday, then one on Monday. We shall see. But welcome to my channel. I thank all my new subscribers out there, the people who have come here from other channels like Geo, Auntie's Advice, according to Amber. I like to welcome and thank all you people. So I'm going to watch this episode live. Again, I don't watch spoilers ahead of time. So I know, and I don't watch anybody else's reviews. So I haven't watched Gio's or Auntie's Advice or review as of yet, because I try to come in here fresh faced. I know some of y'all have been waiting for this and been like, where you been? I try not to be too late with this. Y'all, I've been going through a lot of things. I consider my YouTube family here. We consider us as family. I know most of you guys are going to watch this on the rewatch, so that's fine. So welcome. If you do watch this channel, make sure you like the video. Please subscribe, share, whatever. I bring a sense of humor. I'm trying to bring as much humor as I can today. I appreciate all you guys' support. So what we're going to do, I'm going to talk a little bit. You know, you may want to fast forward, talk a little bit, and then afterwards I'm going to give my wrap up about what I thought about the episode and each of the couples. So this is kind of how the thing that I do. I have not been here because 2023 has been a dumpster fire of a year for me. For those who frequent my channel, who know me a little bit, on social media, I will try to provide social media links in the description. I don't post a lot on social media, but people who really, really know me are friends with me on Facebook because they know my real name and they see pictures of my kids. So if we're Facebook friends, I really trust you and I really like you, because Facebook is like where it's the real me. It's not, this person. But who am I? I've been in the Wall Street Journal. I'm a mom. I'm an award-winning artist. I don't watch a lot of reality shows, but I do watch a lot of TV. I consider myself to be funny. I got the name Infamous Kiki. It's a long story, but I used to be on another YouTube channel and other podcasts, after dark versions of these YouTube channels and podcasts, where I would say things and people thought things that I said were off the cuff and crazy. Things I usually don't say, during daylight hours and around kiddies, and not safe for work things. And people got the name. People like, you're infamous. And my name is Kiki. So they're Infamous Kiki. That's how I got my name. I wouldn't say I'm famous. I'm just like, whatever. But anyway, so that's people wonder how I got my name. Is how I got my name. But this year has been a definite dumpster fire. Y'all don't know, I was driving down the street in one of my cars and the hood flew up when I was driving down a major street in the middle of morning traffic. And I almost got hit by a semi truck and I almost got rear-ended and almost rear-ended another car, because who drives down the street expecting your hood to fly up? So my hood was all crumpled and I was on the highway trying to push the hood down and it wouldn't come down because the hinges were broke. So I had to push it down enough and then slowly but surely exit and then drive all the way back home. Thank God I wasn't that far away from home, but I was pretty shaken up over that. Then somebody in my life who I've been knowing for years, I mean, we're talking about 5-6 years, promised me that we were going to fix the hood. They were going to fix my hood, yada, 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 all of that. And then so I went out and bought several of the parts to fix the hood. And yeah, because my hood, the latch had broken and the hinges. So I went out and bought parts and they promised me they would fix my car. And we were talking about it and everything. And then next thing you know, I didn't hear from them. And then 3 or 4 days go by and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I text messaged them and they never responded. So it's been 2 weeks now. And I have not heard from this person, and that's all I could say about that. If the person is watching my videos, I would tell them, please stay away. Please stay away. After that, my kitchen flooded with my pipes in my upstairs bathroom. Something happened. It leaked to my kitchen. I woke up 2 o'clock in the morning. If you are subscribed to my channel, you'll see a picture of my community tab where I have blankets all over my floor. I just bought a brand new stove. So I was terrified that it was going to ruin my stove because, you know, who wants pee-pee water all over your stove? So that happened. So I had to pick the blankets up and bleach my floor and bleach my whole kitchen because the water from the toilet leaked again. And then we had to couldn't use the bathroom because the toilet, there's something, so the plumber had to come out and they had to fix that, but I had to go through all that. Then I took my cat to the vet. My cat's been sick for a long time. If you guys have been to my channel, y'all know that I have 2 cats. One cat is about 14 years old, and he has had kidney issues and problems. And last year they gave him like a month to live, but he actually survived all this time. And then I took him back to the doctor, and the doctor said he was terminal. And they said he has an autoimmune disease, and there's really nothing that they can do about it. So I decided, like, he started bleeding again. He put him back in the cat diapers, and I said February 11th, okay, next Saturday, I'm going to euthanize him. I'm going to put him down because there's nothing that they can do, and he was getting worse and not eating. And then so come Thursday, he was really, really bleeding. I'm very lethargic, and so I decided yesterday we took my cat to the Humane Society and had him euthanized, or what you say, put him to sleep. So he didn't make it until Saturday. For those of you who know me, my late husband, who died in 2014, gave me this cat while I was pregnant with my son. He brought a cat home from Petco that he fell in love with, and I've had the cat since then. My kids are heartbroken. We cried yesterday. It was devastating. Like, losing my cat is like losing a child, and then especially losing a cat that my late husband got me was even more of a kick in the teeth. So I wasn't in the mood to kiki and caw, and I saw Gio's channel, and I wanted to be on Gio's channel, but I didn't want to be. I was so busy yesterday and everything. So that's my 2023. It's almost Valentine's Day. I have no Valentine. You know, things are thoroughly done on that front. So 2023, my car is in the shop. Thank God. Y'all want to know about what happened to my car? My car is in the shop. The insurance, I actually called the insurance company. My one of my BFFs is like, have you tried insurance? I didn't think I had coverage, but I actually did have the coverage. And so now my car is in the shop getting fixed as we speak. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take like a week or two. So I do have another car. Also, while my car was broken and the hood was messed up, my other car, the check engine light came on. Let me forget about that. The check engine light came on, and I had to spend $500-600 getting that car fixed. But while that car was fixed, I had no car. And so it decided to get really, really rainy and really, really cold, and I had to walk my kid to school. I had to walk her to school and pick her up to school, going back and forth. I had to drop off my car and walk back. I had to walk. I had to walk to the store. I had to walk, and it just happened to be like the coldest days. So that's my 2023. Broken cars, abandonment, betrayal, and a dead cat. What more what else can I say? I hope you guys are having a better 2023. I'm a pragmatist, so I hopefully that things are going to be better. Oh, another thing. Oh my God. Hi, pull my T and GSP. Another thing that just has killed me. So putting my cat to sleep wasn't enough. I've been having gastrointestinal issues because my work is really stressing me out. Like it's affecting my mental health and my physical health. And then I went to a gastro doctor last week and I was told that I have to have a procedure in April. I have to go in and be put to sleep and I have to have an operation to fix the damage that the stomach acid has done to my esophagus and my stomach. And I have to have a procedure in April. So again, when y'all think y'all having a bad 2023, think of your girl Kiki because I'm flipping going through it, y'all. Like I'm hanging on to my sanity. And I tell y'all this with all candor. You know, I'm going through it right now. I'm going through it. Yes, GSP. What pulls my teeth? Thank y'all. Happy Sunday. I am going through it. I mean, this is just boom, one thing right after another after another. I'm just like, I don't know. The only thing good that's really happened is I've lost more weight, but that's because I'm not eating and I'm not sleeping. So like I went to the doctor, like I said, went to the gastro doctor and they weighed me and I was like, ooh, I lost so much weight. Your cat the same age at that cusp of 14 years old? Yeah, I have another cat. I do have another cat. Like when y'all know, whenever I do my lives, my cat would be down here, laying here, looking at me, and so my other cat is here. I do have another cat named Mickey, and so he's here. So I love my cat very much. I love my cat very much because my late husband gave me that cat, and my late husband loved that cat, and Button survived losing. He was with me and comforted me when I lost my husband. And so I had to get it together. And then all this other stuff happening with being betrayed by somebody who claimed that they care about you. It's a lot. So yeah, I feel like my cat was the connection, and then a long time ago when my son was like 2, my son's almost 13, I lost my dog. And my husband was there to really comfort me, when we had to put our dog to sleep because our dog was old. I had my dog before I met my late husband, and he was there to comfort me. And then now, I thought that this certain person would be there to help me with my car, comfort me. And this certain person is not. So, yeah. So, yeah. Right. So, but, I'm just, life goes on, life moves on, and I'm trying to move on with it. So the way I'm moving on, and I'm trying to cheer myself up, I'm gonna watch this episode. I'm gonna kiki, I'm gonna call with y'all. If it kills me, because I'm gonna watch this shit. So let's go. Enough of this. Let's go. Because I'll be here crying all damn day. So we starting out with Justine and Michael, and she's taking a pregnancy test. I thought he had only been out a week, but he's been out. So he's been out 3 weeks. I was like, girl, how's she gonna be pregnant in a week? But he's been out actually 3 weeks. And so it came back. It's positive. She is pregnant. What? Okay, so she is pregnant. He said, GSP says this is a good episode. We'll see, girl. Because you know how I be feeling about these episodes. So they are pregnant. Very much pregnant. As to why and how. He already doesn't. Okay, Michael already has 4 kids. Justine already has 3. Yeah, 3. She has 3. She's 2 boys and a girl. So this is like the full-on like ghetto Brady Bunch. Like, what is happening? Tell her what? And so she's Justine saying like, well, we gotta tell his family. No, you can't tell the kids right now. It's Justine's mother. I want to see. They don't want to tell Justine's mother right now. That's weird, but I don't think they should tell anybody right now. It, so Justine's mother doesn't really like him that much. I don't think they should tell anyone until the first 8, 9, 9, 10 weeks. I made that mistake personally. I made that mistake. Um, that we were all when I got pregnant with my late husband's, like I got pregnant, like we were all excited and we had names picked out, and then I ended up having a devastating, horrific uh miscarriage. And thank God that we didn't have any kids, but this was our I mean my husband was devastated like when we had a miscarriage. I mean it was it was horrific. It was trauma. It's trauma that I will tell y'all the story one day. It is so traumatic. Like me telling the story had I told some people I know the story about my miscarriage, and it was like they were traumatized because it is very traumatic having a miscarriage. I did not have a DNC, so some of you know what a DNC is. I had to pass the 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 baby on my own naturally. Okay. So when they say pass a baby on its own naturally, that means that you have a really your body is cutting up the placenta, the embryo, everything, and you will pass it on your own. And you know you're not allowed to wear any kind of tampons or anything. And so I would go to the bathroom, and there would be, I hate to be graphic, but this is real life here. I would go to the bathroom, and there would be like chunks of the placenta and the embryo in the toilet, and I would sit on the toilet and just cry and just cry, and I would bleed and cry. And I just remember the whole time me crying and bleeding, and I would go to my husband like in just shaking in tears because the idea of it is so horrific, so mentally horrific. Like I had to go one time to go get pads at CVS, and I sat in the middle of a CVS aisle and cried and lay and basically collapsed on the ground and fell out and cried because I hadn't been eating, I hadn't been drinking, and then my husband was at work, and I literally had to go to CVS because I was out of pads, and I went to CVS and I collapsed on the floor. And the guy at CVS, the workers came over to me and they were like, "What is happening?" and asked me, and I just was just hysterically crying, saying, "I'm having a miscarriage and I don't know what to do." And the people there were lovely, and I'll never forget those people for going and getting pads for me and standing me up, giving me a bottle of water, because literally that's really what happened to me when I had a miscarriage. It was so traumatic. So I wouldn't tell anybody, and then having to tell everybody was just terrible. So I wouldn't suggest telling anybody until the pregnancy is viable, until you feel a heartbeat. And there's always dangers, but usually once around 10, 12 weeks or so, or how many ever weeks it is, when you but we were just so excited. I was like 4 or 5 weeks pregnant. I was just so excited, and so I just told everybody, and then it was heartbreaking to tell everybody that we lost the baby. So I don't understand why Justine and Michael want to have a kid so quickly. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day, that me having children was my starting to have a child was a very thoughtful process. It wasn't something that I went into like, oh well, willy nilly. I don't go any. Look, let me tell you something about Miss Keisha. Okay, we get into Ashley and Travis, but let me tell you something about me. I don't go into anything willy nilly. I'm a type A personality. When I get into something, I get at it. I go at it hard. I am not a, oh well, let's see what happened kind of person. I'm a planner. I'm a doer. Again, I've experienced a lot of shit, so maybe that changes my mind. But I really think seriously about things, because in my teens and my 20s, I was very reckless, and I just kind of did whatever I felt like, whenever I felt like, and I had to deal with the repercussions of living a life like that. Now, when I hit my 30s, I'm much more conscientious of what I do, what I don't do, who I be in a relationship with, who I spend my time with. Raising kids is very serious to me. So maybe people just have a different thought process, because I see people just having babies and having relationships and flirting from one dude and one chick to the next. And baby, that don't work for me. So now we're going to Ashley and Travis. Y'all, Ashley and Travis got they. I'm finna take a picture of this. Y'all know I love taking pictures of my screenshots. But Ashley and Travis got their whole life packed up in this card. It just looks so damn sad, y'all. Poor Travis. I've never in my life felt so bad for a man on this show. Because most of the time, a man, I'll be like, oh, they full of ish. But I feel so bad. I gotta take this picture, y'all. I really gotta take this picture because I'm gonna post it on the community because y'all know I just feel so bad for Travis because they got their whole life. They got their whole life in the back of this car. Travis is cute too. He is a cutie. But they got their whole life in this car, everything packed up. I just feel so bad for him. And then they got the dog in the front, the dog hanging out the window like. It's been a struggle ever since. And right now, it's the worst. And they're actually talking about she was doing good and she was hopefully they don't think that I tried to catfish Travis. She said hopefully they think that kind of money I spent on him. She said she hopefully think she didn't try to catfish Travis considering the money that she spent on this dude. I don't think Ashley catfish Travis like that, but people are. But in the streets, honey, in these streets, Ashley, people are thinking that you really did catfish Travis. No, they at the candle shop. Oh yeah, it's important. So they getting the mother-in-law a candle. Was away for a long time, so y'all stop playing with me. So they getting the mother-in-law a candle. So they making a good impression by buying a $30 candle. Because I know them candles at them candle shop. I know what kind of candles they are because I sell candles. So I'm like, I know they retailing them candles probably about $30. So they're going to start by giving mama a candle. Child, if you trying to show up and impress me, a candle ain't it. I'm going to need like some vodka or something. Like you going to have to. All right, so your total is $86. Oh my God. What? $85? How many candles did they buy? 3? They bought 3 candles. I said, yeah, that's what I was saying. I said, them candles are at least $30 a piece. Because on my website, my candles are like $30, $35 a piece. So I have $10 that I found in the car actually. So she bought like what, 4 candles? Pulling money out of thin air for him, but money's gone. Oh my God, GSP, are you laughing? I'm laughing, but why would you do that? Why would you $85 on the candle? Why don't you just put one of the candles back, Travis? Just put one of them back. Look, this dude like these broke bitches. His card was declined. This is. I don't even know whether to laugh or cry. I don't know whether. Look, y'all, I ain't trying to laugh at people's misfortune, but this is just stupid. We gonna go to a candle shop. Y'all could have went to Walmart and got her one of them big ass candles for like $10. Like, don't you need $20 for gas though? Like, why would you blow this kind of money? This is stupid. Like, stupid. We have to get something. Who shows up at a house after not seeing somebody for? So Travis is going off saying we got to get her something, but baby, you don't have to get her a $40 candle. I'm not saying you're trash. I'm saying I don't want us to look like trash. He's saying he don't want them to look like trash, but that should be the least of their concern that you broke, and be honest with your mama. What? I'm confused. Look, I can't keep going through this about money. We both know we don't have. All right, we can't just keep arguing about. No, you can't just keep arguing. But he said you can't just keep arguing about it over and over again. It's stressed out. Yeah. Like I'm never gonna be what you. Oh, this is a lot. Oh, this is a lot. Oh, child, this is a lot. This is a lot. Like this is some real shit going on between Travis and Ashley. This is real. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. Like, I mean, they going through it. They going through it. Just go get your mama some flowers or something and call it. Yeah, like GSP was saying. Just get her a card of flowers or something. And her financial situation right now is pretty bleak. Yeah, her financial situation is real bleak, Travis. But actually trying to keep up appearances when you don't have to do all of that. Like, you know, like if you can't afford, getting 3 candles, like, was that even necessary? That was just not necessary to me. Like, and all that fussing and fighting and arguing. Why can't you just go to your mama and show up and be like, I'm broke? Or maybe he told his mama, yeah, I didn't met this woman and she got a business and blah blah blah. So maybe that's what's happening. I know they got to keep up the pretense of it all. Um, and that's it. And that's just not cool. Like you shouldn't be trying to keep up pretenses and airs. They should just be honest with Travis' mama and be like, look, we Ashley broke, and just tell her what the situation. So now we on to Derek and his brother. His brother looked like little Bow Wow. Did y'all notice that he looked like Bow Wow? His brother very much looks just like Bow Wow. Yeah, the mom gonna figure out that Travis and Ashley broke. She see all they ish piled in the back of the car. Come on now. His brother looks very much like Bow Wow. She stayed solid with me. She kept it real with me, man. 2.5 years, man. When you was in and out, you was bored. When you was being dead. Like, I feel bad. Okay, I feel bad for Derek's brothers. They tried to tell him, they like, this girl is online cussing people out, doing the most, that stirring up shit and all of this because, well, when you guys were in and out, y'all weren't like supporting me and blah blah blah. They like, okay, but that's not enough for me to go through. That's not enough for me to go through all of this for anybody. So that's just crazy to me. Well, she been there, blah blah blah. I keep telling people, I'm gonna say it right now. I don't think that Derek and Monique are really together. I think once the show is over, y'all are gonna see it. Just like Kim and Usman put the okie doke on y'all, and they was going on live together, and they was doing this and doing that and doing the most, and it turns out that they not even together. So I don't think that Derek and Monique are together. But the idea that the brothers are even trying to tell them, like, this is crazy. She's not part of the family. They said Monique is part of the family. The brother's like, she's not part of the family, bro. He like, no, man, get your hand off my shoulder. She not part of the family, bro. Derek, I'm gonna take another picture. Look at the look on Derek's face. He know this is fake, y'all. Y'all, this is fake. This is fake. This is fake. The look on Derek's face when he put his hand on his brother's shoulder, you get the ass eating grin he has on his face. You can tell Derek that this is fake to him. I don't care what anybody say. This is fake, y'all. This is not real. What y'all seeing right here ain't real. This shit ain't real. And the other brother is laughing. He want to die. He over here like not saying a word. And so now he finna pull out. I still want to see what this other chick look like. That's what I'm talking about, Johnny. Is that like a package you got for jail? That's what I had in jail when I was in the messages. See, and so this other chick, she must be pretty. So she's pretty. Is what we keep all our pictures, all our videos, all our messages. I ain't talking about it. Oh, I can see her. Oh, she's cute. Oh, she's cute. Bro, it's giving me polygamy vibes, bro. You got girls getting tattooed. You got one girl you about to marry. Is this sister wives? He said, "Is this sister wives?" I'm done, bro. Is this sister wives? Oh no, she was twerking. Derek is full of shit. Girl, he got girls twerking. He's using Monique. Yeah. He got just pictures of bitches' ass just twerking, just ass just shaking. I was mesmerized. I'm over here like, come on, Derek, turn the iPad back on. I was mesmerized by the women he was talking to. Them women look slim in the waist and cute in the face and big in the ass. The pictures was blurred, but I can still see. I still see Derek. I still saw it, Derek. I saw it, Derek. I was here. I was there. I was high. I was looking high, and then I was looking low, Derek. I saw it. And then here come the sisters. She's talking about she's obsessed, she's fat, she's overweight, she's hungry. She just the sisters need their own show. She says she overweight, she's fat, she's hungry. Oh my god! So the last girl you think on the iPad that was shaking it like a salt shaker is the CO. The whole family, Derek's whole family need a show. She was like, she fat, she ugly, she hungry. Like, yeah, I saw it. Like I said, they blurred out the pictures, but you can see that the chick was thin. You can see that she was an attractive female. You can see, So Derek, the whole entire time that he was talking to Monique in the pen, he probably was, and he talked about the CO, but what it looked like I'm looking at them pictures, it's blurry, but I think Derek was talking to multiple women. I think he was talking to many different women. I don't think it was just one or two. I think he was talking to several different women. But the fact that he's going on and on about Monique holding him down, apparently, Derek, a lot of women were holding you down for 2 years. So this, to me, this is fake. This is the rub here.
No, just get together with my family. I'm tired, honey, from the night that we had. I'm kind of tired too.
So I find this all hilarious that Derek is like, oh, I'm gonna marry Monique and I'm gonna buy her a ring. Child, it's obvious, plain to see it obvious that Derek is just using Monique for money. Like, it's just obvious now. It's a farce.
We're married for life, so I'm going to meet your family, but I'm not feeling up for it right now.
Okay, so okay.
Cam's family is throwing him a welcome home party the day after we got married.
So going to Cameron and Eris. So Cameron's family is throwing him a welcome home party the day after they get married, and she's just like, "Well, I'm tired. I don't want to go." Wait, what? And she's like, "Well, I met the majority of them, so."
I'm sick as hell. I can barely stand up.
Oh, she's sick. She says she can barely stand up. Well, boo boo. First of all, they had to have known that the family was going to have this gathering before they got married. This wasn't like they just woke up one day and was like, oh, we're having a gathering tomorrow. So she had to have known that the family was going to have a gathering. So it is really messed up that she's not going. I don't care how sick I am. I don't care what I feel like. But if you're having a family gathering and I'm your wife now and I'm expected to go, then I'm gonna drag my happy ass up out of bed, hungover or not. I'm gonna get some Alka-Seltzer, some motherfucking Tylenol, and I'm just gonna make it work. And some Tums, and like, baby, we gonna make this work. I don't feel good, but we just gonna make it work. Yeah, the party is for her and him. This is rude. Like, that's just, you don't do that. And then that puts a bad example to the family. What? She's like, I only have a limited time here, and that's your family. But y'all married. Wow. Like, I'm really shocked at Eris. I'm really shocked. I'm floored at this behavior. I mean, I'm confused. It's not even worth having an argument about why I'm tired and I don't feel good and da 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 da. Okay, honey, but sometimes being married and being in a relationship with somebody, you have to do shit that you don't want to do. That's just my part of it, especially if you're married to somebody. It's kind of becomes a time when you're hungover, you're sick. I mean, I understand if you're sick, like you sick with something bad, like you got COVID and something, you throwing up and vomiting, and okay, I'm hungover and I'm tired and I don't feel like going. That was real sorry of theirs. That was sorry. That was some bitch assness right there. I had to say, I would never in my life do that. And then you're having a welcome home party. The family, of course, I want to be there. I want to make a good impression to family. Yeah. Okay, what's going on with Nathan, y'all? Okay, the producers, they keep trying to call him. The producers are standing outside looking like crackheads trying to find Nathan. The producers standing outside, and just stand outside like. Then they calling Nathan's friend, and Nathan's friend gotta come. And then they call the producer calling the friend. He's like, and the friend is like, man, this bullshit. The producer's like, and then Nathan, his friend, is like, I'll knock on the door. So the camera crew and the producers, okay, here comes Skylar's mom. Nathan's not answering the phone. Something's going on with Nathan, y'all. Something. Okay, the whole controversy with Nathan, if you have not heard, is that the last episode, people thought Nathan said the N-word. Again, I said it. Well, not the last episode before. I didn't think Nathan had said the N-word, but I may be wrong. But then again, I don't think Nathan meant it as like in a racial way. I think Nathan just looked like one of the white dudes that just thought he was down and hung out, probably listened to a lot of black music, and I think that he just used that word not as a E-R, the N-word, not E-R, but G-G-A. I think Nathan, that's just the kind of hood rats he hang around with. And I think they thought that was cooling down. And it's not okay, but, you know. And so the mom is hugging the producer. And the producer just sitting there like this while the mom hugged her. Oh, we TV put up a disclosure at the beginning of the episode about him using that, and they apologized. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, the producers, they look like crap. Like the producers, they always look like that in most of these reality shows because they want to be comfortable, you know. And I don't blame them. I be looking like that too. And then so they're trying to get a hold of Nathan and Skylar, and they trying to knock on their door, and they're not answering the door. They're not answering the phone, and then, you know, like I said, as somebody who I feel bad for Skylar's mother. I really do. You can tell, you know, it's like if she's relapsed, they just need to find her. And I feel bad for anybody, like as somebody who's had a relationship with somebody who is an addict, and have them, they will up and disappear on you. They will up and not answer their phone. They will make excuses, all kinds of things. And for somebody who's never done drugs a day in my life, who don't have any addictions to anything, the only thing I'm addicted to is maybe donuts and sugar. So I can't really understand. It's hard for me to wrap my mind, you know, around a lot of times the behavior of the lies, the deception, the disappearing of an addict. And it's heartbreaking and it's sad to be on the other end of that. And I've experienced that for years. So, you know. Productions reached out to Nathan and Skylar 4 hours later. 4 hours later. They know that they weren't answering the door on purpose. They damn well know what they was doing. And this is from what I've learned, this is typical addict behavior. That they up and disappear. They up and yeah. And then so now Skylar's showing up at her mom's house because I'm sure her mom is like, I just want to talk to you. I just want to know what's going on. Like you up and disappear for a whole damn day. And so the producer, the cameraman's in the car, and he's like, "You want to tell me what happened?" The camera's just like be this big and be grown, be all up in the car like this. Oh, he's been fighting with Skylar.
Comes to her senses and starts making better choices because I need to start thinking about both of us instead of just her instant gratification that she has. She just does things in the moment. She doesn't think about how it's going to affect us and longevity. And just
he's saying that Skylar does things in the moment that she doesn't think about how it's going to affect them in the long term, and that's typical addict behavior as well. He says he can't. So he's kicking the cameraman out the car, and the cameraman said, "Okay, man." Well, what happened? He don't want to talk about it. The producer said, "Okay, how come?" He said, "Just because." See, this is typical addict behavior. They don't want to talk about anything. They don't want to take responsibility. You need, and like I said before, you are addict, even if they stop using their substance, whatever the substance they're abusing, they need therapy. You need to be able to cope with things and deal with issues and problems like a grown ass person. not talking about things and hiding and disappearing and not facing your problems, and that's not a way to face your issues as a well-adjusted person. That's how an addict face the issue, because that's what addicts are used to doing. So even when you're not an addict, you're not doing your drug of choice, you still have that addict mindset. From what I've learned is that they still have a mindset of lying, deceiving, deception. And if you don't go to therapy and get right with that and fix that, then all of your life you're going to be hurting people and using people and abusing people all of your life, even though you're not doing any type of drug, because you still have that mindset. And yeah, and then Nathan, something is going on more than just you can fight and argue with somebody, but that don't stop you from answering your phone. You can fight and argue with somebody, that don't stop you from ditching the producers. Like there has to be something more else going on with that, or you just can't handle it. I don't know. Here come Cameron and his family and his sisters, and they all seem like a wild, lively bunch. He has lots of sisters and siblings, and then they like, wait a minute, where the wife at? And I love that all his family wears red, because red is my favorite color. And they were like, "Oh, she said she not coming." They was like, so I like Cameron's family. They seem like a lot. They seem like a bunch of people I would fuck with hard. Like they seem like a bunch of people I'd be like, hey, like Kiki, what's up? Be like, hey, girl, hey. Cameron's family very sick. Oh, matter of fact, I gotta see about Cameron's last name because we might be related. Because you know. So then we go with Eris, and Eris's daughter's packing her stuff up, and
sort of. So about the wedding, I had fun. What about you? It was very long.
Eris I don't like the way Eris talks to her daughter. My daughter is 9, y'all. I don't like the way Eris. It just rubs me the wrong way. Like I said, there's things that people do on these shows that I can't identify with because I'm a parent and I don't really understand. But the way Eris talks to her daughter, I don't like it. I got to get my charger, y'all. Y'all hold on. But I don't like the way Eris talks to her daughter. She talks to her daughter like she's talking to a grown person. Like if I put my daughter on camera right now, y'all would see the way I talk to my daughter. I talk to my daughter like I talk to not a friend or a sister. I talk to my daughter like I talk to her that she's a child. I relate to my kid as a child. My child, they stay in child place. I talk to my kid like she's a child. Now, sometimes we may joke around. We may be talking about TV or cat videos on YouTube or something like that we may relate and be kiki and be caw and be cool. But for the most part, I talk to my kid like I talk to a kid. The way Eris talks to her child is disturbing to me because she's like, well, how did you enjoy the wedding? And yeah, it was really long. And the wedding, it was cool and it was fun. Like that's something I would say to my girlfriend. That wouldn't be something I say with my child. My child, I'd step to her and be like, I would put it on a different tip. But let me get my charger and I'll explain to y'all. Yeah, like I'm not your, like GSP is saying, well, I put this on the charger, that I'm your parent and not your friend. So the questions that Eris is asking about the wedding and what you think about this and what you think about that, and I'm just like, that's funny style weird sauce to me. This should be weird. Because I would never ask my kid, well, what did you think about the wedding? I would sit my child down and be like, honey, we're married now. Things are going to change. And, what did you think about the wedding? Did you enjoy yourself? Like, I would ask her like that. And just the idea that my kid, okay, I don't understand what room her daughter staying in a room by herself? Like, I have questions. And just the idea of my kid, like me and my kids, we go on a lot of trips. If y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all see numerous trips that me and my kids, we go on all kinds of things. The idea that you come into your kid's room and you're like, oh, are you packed yet? Da, 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 da. I'm on me and my kids, we go out, time to pack up. You got this, you got this, you got that. You got doing this, you doing this, you doing that. Fold that up, put that in there. No, that's not where that go. Like, I'm constantly like, she acting like she walking into a room. Her homegirl was like, oh, girl, you packed? Let's go, girl. Hey, woo, woo. Yeah, I'm like, there's stuff just laying everywhere. I'll be like, is this packed? Is that packed? Is that packed? It's not. It's just the vibe between her and her daughter is just unreal to me. It's unreal to me because, all day long, I'm mommy all day. even when they don't want me to be mommy. And this is the problem too much with this younger generation, is that they talking to their kids like they grown people. They relating to their kids like they grown people. They making kids do things, and there's nothing wrong with your kid being independent. There's nothing wrong with your kid being spirited. There's nothing wrong with some kids are more independent than others. But I am not constantly, but on my kids about certain things, about being responsible, make sure things. I don't just leave my kid up to their devices, because I understand that they especially a 9-year-old. 9-year-old's a child, a child.
Call him before you go to the airport or something. Who knows?
And then telling the kid, well, maybe you can call him before you go through the airport or something. What? Girl, what is happening? What the fuck? Like, who talks to their kid like that?
Oh my God. You can't be serious. There's no way. There's no way I'm sitting up here tying your shoes.
Like, she's 9 and she's having a hard time tying her shoe.
Oh, okay.
Just like my child does. She has a hard time sometimes. But then my kid's very like, I want to do it now.
Why did you go to the party with him? Because I didn't want to.
And then my daughter's asking me, well, why didn't you go to the party with Cameron? They all should have went. Ideally, they all should have went. The daughter, her and the daughter, ideally should have all went. If it was more of an adult type thing, then of course the daughter should have stayed at home. But so the family is offended. Naturally, they're like, well, why didn't she come? She didn't want to come here. I would be offended too if that was my family member. I'd be like, where's your husband at? Where's your wife at? Oh, well, they didn't want to come. What do you mean they didn't want to come? Yeah, like this is book BS. Yeah, if you want to marry somebody and be a part of their life, yeah, they're like, well, we came to your wedding. You came to the wedding, but they couldn't come to the family thing. Camera. Yeah, right. And the camera's up there yelling at the sister, and the sister's like, you're yelling at us because your wife didn't want to come to the party, and you expect them not to be offended or them not to say anything? Of course they're gonna say. And he should have known that they were gonna say something, and she should have known. Erin should have known that they were gonna say something. And it's stupid of her to not go and to have the family show up to the wedding and her not showing up to the gathering. And like I said, shit. When people do stuff like this is how discord gets sowed in people's relationships, or how people's family end up not liking another person, because people don't do things to try to sow harmony and love in their relationship. They do things to, instead of thinking about themselves, they got to think of the bigger picture. Life After Lockup debuts February 24th, y'all. So February 24th, y'all. I'm gonna be back and be doing that show too. And to my Eris, GSP says Eris must be simple-minded. Auntie is Vice saying that Auntie always says that Eris, that something's wrong with her. That her elevator don't go all the way up to the top. The Eris seems slow. Like I don't know what's wrong with Eris. I don't know why she do what she do, but yeah, obviously there's just something weird about Eris. It's just a little. It's something weird about her. And then Cameron getting drunk again, yeah. So now we on the Travis and Ashley, and just this sad sack situation. And then they got the dog, Garland.
Had him stop and told him that I had to go visit someone real quick. Went to the first teller I saw, showed him the weapon that
Okay, so Travis explaining like how he got put in prison and how he robbed a bank. And
3 months after that, I was just living my life and truly thought that I had gotten away with it. Police came.
And he thought he robbed a bank. He thought he got away with it for 3 months. I guess he was just living his best damn life.
Paraded outside. Everybody else in the neighborhood staring at us.
I don't feel uncomfortable at all with Travis being around the jewelry that I own. It's not like I keep my inventory on me. It's in bank.
Yeah, she shouldn't feel.
Oh no, it's in a bank. Anyway, let's not go to
Ashley, the way she talked, there's something wrong with Ashley too. Her elevator don't go. Yeah, he robbed for $3,500. Travis did. It wasn't even worth it, boo. And so here we back to Derek and Monique, and Derek is with it. I like Derek's family. I like Cameron's family. I like Cameron's family, and I like Derek's family. So I like Derek's family.
For like 30 minutes at the
I really
movies,
do.
and Nathan was freaking out, saying that I've been ignoring him and I was going out and hanging out with guys.
So they going
and
to with some
he
flowers,
was
I guess, going to the
asleep. I thought
grave.
it was over with. And this morning he was being so dramatic.
I'm just over it. Well,
Okay, so we talking to Skylar. We're back on Skylar and Heather.
He
And
accidentally shuts my phone in the truck door and it breaks and
What?
truck hits
Nate?
him back.
wait, what? So Nate, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. So Nathan accidentally shuts her phone in the truck door. And so she accidentally breaks his phone. See, this is too much.
So we just need to get away from each other.
So they just need to get away from each other.
I don't.
Well, this is not healthy. This is not.
Nonstop again.
This is not healthy. This is not a healthy relationship. This is a toxic relationship. When you breaking each other's phones or breaking anything, that's not a good relationship. I accidentally broke your phone, so you accidentally break mine, I accidentally break yours. This is crazy.
Like, I'm a nervous wreck.
Okay. GSP said that she feels like they're making up this story and they were actually doing drugs. They may have been.
You to get it together, and I need you to decide.
But again, like I said, I don't know. With an addict, you don't know what to believe. You really don't. You don't know what to believe, y'all. I mean, dealing with an addict, you don't know if some of the story is true. Maybe they were arguing, maybe they were fighting, and then they decided to calm down by doing drugs to calm down, and then they crashed out. They did drugs together, and then they fell asleep. You don't know what to believe when it comes with an addict. So all of the story could be true. None of the story could be true. Part of it could be true. But I feel that they were arguing, but what happened after that, I don't know. But they're not going to admit on camera that they were doing drugs because they both don't want to go back to jail. So, yeah, so apparently Skylar thought that everything was going to be all gravy, and once she get out of jail.
You're literally both two ticking time
Yeah,
bombs.
the mom is trying to tell him you were two ticking time bombs.
Not just your addiction, but you're both like super competitive and explosive when you.
Yeah, they're super competitive and needy and explosive and volatile. Again,
Harder for you to stay clean.
People who are in this situation when you're a former addict, you should work on getting your life together. You should work on dealing with your addiction, dealing with your life, not being in a relationship.
Something that you need to think about.
Damn, GSP said they sold their phones for dope. Ain't that better?
Because of all
Hey, well, that could have happened too.
It was going to cause you to relapse, or did you relapse?
And the mom is like, "Did you relapse? Did you relapse?" So Skylar's saying no, that she didn't, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time believing her. The look on her eyes is just like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. But I'll tell you, I don't believe an addict as far as you can pick them up and throw them.
So, I don't want to go back there. I can't go back there.
Yeah.
When I asked her if she relapsed, and
she know her daughter,
and she said no, I could have done cartwheels on the living room floor. If he's not going to be...
Yeah, but you know your child. You as a mother, she should know if her child's lying or not. I am doing a video live, darling.
At the same
my child.
time, I think that I have to give it a fair chance.
But like I said, she should know. She should know her daughter. I know when my kids are lying or not. So I don't know. I don't know what to think. But all I know is that these two people should not be in a relationship with each other. They shouldn't be in a relationship with nobody. Nobody. They should be in a relationship with nobody. So that's how I feel. And poor Skylar, it's just a lot. It's a lot to go through.
Love hasn't brought me much other than problems and pain.
She says love has brought her problems and pain. She's had dudes that she's dating that have passed away.
I give up.
Yeah, she
don't want to invest in another relationship.
She's saying that she don't want to invest in another relationship. That is hard. Be like Amber Rose, girl. I'm gonna do a video about Amber Rose. Yeah, she had lust. Like, I don't think her and Nathan were in love. I think that they were codependent addicts who were in lust, who everything seems really cool when you riding around, you getting high and you're an addict, and all the heightened, all the emotionals are hiding, and your senses are in hiding from what I've been told. So that's not a real gauge of like whether you can have a real relationship. So I don't know, So it's just crazy. So back to Justine and Michael, and then no, Justine should not quit her job. Like, you need the health insurance, you need the. She says she likes to go to work for a social interaction. Yeah, she's saying that she needs to be away. Like, yeah, I had a lot of time people having a job, it gives them a chance to be around other adults and get out the house. Like, she doesn't want to be sitting there, cooped up in the house.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good, just busy.
I wanted to talk to you. I've been working with the company for a few years now, and as you know, my
so
husband
Justine
recently came home,
calling her supervisor.
As grateful as I am to work with such
Is
a
she
great,
really quitting her job?
Company, I did want to let you know that I'm going to be resigning so I can stay home with my husband.
I just don't understand it. Why would you? She like, you quitting today? Damn, she didn't give the people 2 weeks notice. The fuck is that? Why? Why would she quit? Why would I'm really having a hard time understanding between Justin. I don't know if this is set up for the show. Yeah, no 2 weeks notice. Like, that's, first of all, that's unprofessional. You're burning your bridges. She may come back and be like, "Oh, I want to get back into the profession," and then she quit on her lunch break. Yeah, what kind of shit is that? Who does that? That's immature. That's unprofessional as hell. You don't do that. Like, you. And then Michael's talking about all the shit that, okay, for people who are in their 30s, the way Justine and Michael talk, they talk like ignorant children. He was like, "Well, I just need one hit and then I'll be set for life." No. Again, I know people who are in the music industry, inside the music industry, like, writing, producing, stuff like that. I also have relatives who have been outside, who've been the performer in the music industry. But again, do you know how many people that had mega hits that are broke? I mean, that had hit albums, hit songs. Y'all all know the stories. Y'all watch all these shows that come on, about these people that had millions and millions of dollars. One hit is not going to sustain and last your family forever, especially when you talk about 8 kids. These kids need to be fed. They need clothes. They want to go. They're going to want to go to college. Hopefully, all that costs money. You have dependents, and then if Justine quits her job, you're gonna need to go out and buy health insurance. All these kids are going to need health insurance. They need some sort of benefits. Now, I don't know about his baby mamas, but I'm assuming that Michael's paying child support for these kids. So the idea that I just get one hit album and I'm set for life. No, that's not how it works. The entertainment industry is very fickle and very fleeting. And then you're not a 20-year-old rapper, Michael. You're like 35 years old. You're not. It's easier when you're in your 20s. You can tour. You don't have kids. You are a lot of kids. You don't have a lot of obligations. You just living your own life in your 20s. Yeah, he must think it's nice. Then you go to some guy's homemade studio with a face tattoo. What is happening? Yeah, he's 40 years old. You're 40 years old. Justine, she's 35. Like, why are we living like we now? If these were 2 grown ass single people with no kids, or maybe 1 or 2 kids, I could get it. But you got 8 kids. You're on parole, so I'm sure he has to pay fees and the Constitution and all that kind of shit. So the idea, like, rap is good to have as a hobby. Like, I'm an artist. I love my art. I've won awards. I've won prizes. I won money. Do I want to quit my job because, I want to pursue my dreams and go be an artist? That would be selfish of me because I have children. I have responsibilities. If it was just me by myself, then maybe me and my cat, then maybe it'd be cool. But you have car payments, house payments, food, bills. I have bills to pay. So I can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna focus on just, just me being an artist. And if I just sell a couple paintings for a couple $100,000, I'll be straight. Not for the rest of my life.
Okay, I just really hope that this is a decision that you want to make.
So Justine's talking and saying, her boss is saying, I hope this is a decision you want to make. And then you finna have a baby? My question is always, what the fuck are they finna do for health insurance? You finna have a baby, you had to go to neonatal appointments and all this stuff. So what about insurance? Insurance is expensive. I've been on Obamacare. So again, insurance is expensive. Even with Obamacare, even if you get the subsidies, I still had to pay like $2 something a month. And that was for me and 2 kids. So I don't understand, again, where are they getting all this money from? They'll get social services. So I guess it depends on what state you're in. I'm in Texas. Social services here suck. So.
Like, they want so much more information right off the bat nowadays that it makes not like, hey, can I do it on Friday? No, it's nothing like that anymore. Dang.
So he's talking to him, and
unless you have like a certain amount of information. I mean, there's obviously states.
And he the producer's trying to tell him, things have changed in the music industry since he's been locked up. That things have changed. Like Michael been locked up for how long? Like 6 years?
6 years, man. Well, when you see what has happened to the music industry since you left, bro, I mean, you're gonna cry.
Yeah, the music industry has changed.
Like, the way that the industry works when it comes to booking shows and everything, you gotta have so much crap, and in order you gotta take COVID tests, you gotta see what their max capacity is, what you're expected
right
to hold there crowd wise.
Yeah,
like, they want so much more information right off the bat nowadays that it makes not like, hey, can I do it?
No, he's telling him that the producer's saying that in order that the industry has changed, that in the past 6 years, and also another thing that made the industry change is the pandemic. That really changed the industry and caused a lot of these rappers and singers, whatever, to go broke because they couldn't fill the venues like they used to. So he's saying now that in order to get booked for shows, they want to know what's the crowd capacity, what's your online presence, how many people are predicted to be at the shows. Yeah, that you need to have information up front because these clubs and venues, even though the pandemic is quote unquote over, which is not, COVID is still out there. I still see businesses. There's businesses down the street from me that have shut down. There are plenty of clubs and places that have shut down nationwide that have never recovered, or businesses still struggling to this day to get pre-COVID numbers. So when it comes to booking shows and everything, these venues need lots of information before booking you for a show.
It makes me very nervous as far as the income from the sneaker business. I don't know if it suffices and be adequate enough.
And then he talking about the income. So Justine over here quitting his job when they're like, well, I don't know the income about the sneaker business. I'm going to do a whole video about the sneaker business thing because, Gio, and according to Amber, they came out with some tea on Michael's, because he has an online sneaker shoe apparel business. So there've been some tea about his shoes and people found them on AliExpress and stuff like that, which I totally believe, which I have to tell people as somebody who has a business and had her own. I had my own clothing shop, but it got too expensive. The overhead for clothing is crazy. Like the overhead and the manufacturing cost is crazy. So I'll probably get back into it because I still have my clothing and my designs and everything. They're still saved online. But I have 2 Etsy shops now, and I used to have a third one, which is clothing. And it sold a bit, but I would really have to raise my prices sky high because the overhead on it was just too much for me to deal with. And now since I know a little bit better, I might get back into it. But yeah, those shoes that Michael was selling online, people find them on AliExpress for like $20, $30. Because on AliExpress, you have certain vendors that do POD, which is print on demand, which means that they can put your logo on any design or kind of shoe. And then they can put your logo on it, and then they do something called drop shipping. So what according to Amber was talking about, if you watch her video about Michael, she was talking about you have to buy things in a certain palette. You don't have to do that. On print on demand, you don't have to do that. The manufacturer, they put your logo on the shoe or the sock or the scarf or whatever, and then they ship it to your customer to where you don't have to buy pallets. You don't have to buy 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 shoes in the beginning. That's how print on demand works. AliExpress has print on demand shops on there. The idea that Michael is getting online, from what I've seen a little bit of, and telling people that AliExpress is stealing his designs is a load of shit. I work with PODs. AliExpress has POD companies on there. So same thing about Alibaba. Alibaba is another one that has POD companies on there where you can pick whatever you want and they will put a logo or a brand or whatever on that shoe, sock, jewelry, clothing, whatever, and then they will ship it to the customer. So the idea that he's talking about they stealing his designs, okay, why would they steal his designs? If anything, they steal a Nike, they steal an Adidas. Yes, you have people who do steal these designs and then take off the logo and put their own logo. You do have companies do this. But the shoes that they had were so close, it's the same shoe. All he's doing is doing a POD. And if you look at that company, and it's shocking to me that the shoes that they found on AliExpress, they were all supplied with the same company. And I can understand if it was different companies that had his shoe, different companies had the same design shoe. I get it. But apparently, from what I can tell, I don't know 100%, but I know the business. I know the business. Nobody can tell me. I know the business. What he's done is he's found an AliExpress company that they not only do they ship their stuff to customers themselves, but they also do print on demand. They also put logos on certain things, and then they ship it to customers or they ship it to you, however you want to do it. And you can make deals, and you don't have to buy a certain amount, a bulk amount of items. You just send the order to them. Whenever somebody orders from you, you send the order to them, or you have it hooked up to your store. It already hooks up to them. They print the logo, they ship it to the customer. It's just that simple. So the idea that people on AliExpress is stealing his shoe designs is bullshit. And so now Michael's realizing that he don't think the shoe business is going to be able to sustain him. And then the rap business is so complicated now.
You're like anchored to a certain point. Kind of sucks. I can't move. I can't do nothing right now. I gotta sit.
Yeah, and then Michael has a problem with his parole that he can't really go out of state. They told him. And so, the idea that you've been locked up for 6 years, Michael should waste his time doing his homework about the music industry and asking people how this is going. And this is what he's doing right now. But it's not like it was. The music industry didn't change in 3 years. So he's telling them this, and you can tell he worried because then Justine's over here quitting her job while he realized that the shoe business, they selling their shoes online for like $1,000. That's ridiculous. Them shoes ain't no shoe worth no $1,000, no $500, $600. That's not a name brand. So here we are with
Yeah, I wish it was a little cooler. We could make a fire or something.
Here we are with Ashley and Travis in Manassas, Virginia. And the mom looks like she has a lovely house. The mom looks like like a normal mom. She got a little outfit on. She got little earrings on. Her little capris on. Look at mama. Look at mama looking cute. Mama look like a cute little old lady. She looks so cute. She like one of them hip ass mamas. She got a little matching flip flops on. Like, girl.
Ashley had to go do some work. She's just
I like mama. Mama cute. Travis' mama's cute. She a cute old lady. She look like a hip old bra. So Travis is talking to his mama. She at Thrift and Beyond, I guess, trying to sell stuff.
Art Deco, platinum, gold. Like, do you have any fine jewelry? Working is what gets my mind off of everything. And if I'm working, there's always a chance that.
So I guess she's trying to buy jewelry, sell jewelry. I don't know what she's trying to do.
Stuff like this.
If I sell this stuff here, I'll be living there.
Then why or not? I mean.
Okay, and then let's talk about Ashley's businesses, because Ashley, according to Amber, found out Ashley has Etsy business where she sells jewelry. And then, let me tell you, and then she actually has I don't know how long she's been in business, but I think, according to Amber, I haven't been to Ashley's Etsy because I sell my both businesses from Etsy. I don't know how long she's been on business, but I think Ashley has 2,000 and something sales for jewelry. Is that all she got? I've been in business, one of my businesses since 2019. So she's been in business for years, and she only has like longer than 2,000 sales. That's not even a lot for somebody who's living off of business. I do my business part-time. My Etsy shop since 2019 has 3,000, 4,000 sales. So, and I only work mine part-time. So I'm like, and the jewelry that she has online is massively overpriced. Is massive. Look, let me tell y'all something about the jewelry business. The jewelry business, you get jewelry bargain line based, dirt cheap, and then people, the markup on jewelry is high. Like the jewelry business, it's a lucrative business, but you have to get going with it. You have to do a lot of advertising, a lot of marketing, a lot of stuff like that. But the jewelry business is really a scam and a racket. I mean, I sell jewelry, but the things that I sell is like anime stuff. It's like unique stuff. I don't sell fine jewelry. Ashley selling fine jewelry. But child, you can get a diamond platinum ring on there's jewelers you can go to. You can get a diamond platinum band if you know where to go, probably for about $300 to $400, and then people go online and sell it for like 10,000. That's what we're talking about. So jewelry, the markup is suggestive. It just all depends. But yes, fine jewelry is a scam. It's a scam and a racket. If y'all go into Zales and thinking that Zales is literally buying, somebody else is making this jewelry. Somebody is getting the diamonds and crafting this jewelry, selling it to multiple jewelers, and then the jewelers are on top of that, uppricing the jewelry and selling it to you. That's how the jewelry business works. If I ever want to buy a ring or a necklace or something like that, I have people who make jewelry who sell it wholesale that I can go to. Once you get into jewelry business, you know how to get jewelry, but they mark it up so high. So mom is over here talking to Travis. She real talking Travis real hard right now. Let's listen.
She was in a good spot. She was selling jewelry. She was selling it for big.
And then Ashley talking about she sold jewelry for a long time. But I promise you, in all those years, the way she's talking, I don't know any inside knowledge. But the way she's talking, it just seems like Ashley sold jewelry. She probably had 1 or 2 or maybe 3 good years where she was selling. And then she went crazy because she had probably sold a lot in those 2 or 3 years. And she made the biggest mistake ever is that when her business was on and popping, then she went out and spent money. Instead of investing, putting that money back into her bank and then back into her business, you always have to be constantly investing in your business. You can't just be out blowing money. All the money that you get in the first 5 years of your business should be used in advertising, marketing, supplying, whatever you do, it should be into your business. It seems like Ashley had like 2 or 3 good years and then went crazy.
90% of people wish they made.
So the mom is telling Travis that she had a good run. She was making money then, and she was sending him money in jail.
You're going to wait to get engaged or get married.
I'm saying that at all. I know for a fact that I love her.
Be together. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the mom is saying be together. That's fine.
Make it permanent.
But don't make it permanent.
Why would 2 people that are having
Problems.
say, okay, let's just get married because that'll solve it?
Yeah.
And it won't.
It won't. But mom,
I'm not saying that's
real talk, mom. She's saying the why you having financial issues, you are having problems in your relationship. That you can love a person and be with a person, that's fine. But it's not, you don't have to marry them.
We have somebody that's 100% in.
This is platinum. 1930s.
Yeah, the mom is just like, marriage is not gonna work. Marriage is not gonna fix your problem. Marriage just I'm telling you, it's harder and it makes it work.
I might have to.
Marriage just can make it work. So she's going to a thrift store and going through the jewelry, I guess, to try to sell pieces.
Oh my God, it's perfect.
Her deficiencies.
But my point is, how long is it going to take you to sell that jewelry, though, Ashley? Like, that's my issue.
We make such a good team.
Live together.
Yeah, that's what the mom is saying. Live
A
together
while.
for a little bit.
6 months.
6 months, a year. Yes. You don't know how a person truly is till you live with them, till you be with them on a day-to-day, till y'all go through some shit. Then you can decide whether you want to get married.
Just don't think they're good for each other.
And the mom is saying that she don't think that they're good for each other.
Get to know each other.
Yeah, they don't even know each other.
A couple steps, and it's going to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah.
It's a good decision. No, you're determining that because of not knowing. You just met her. You just met her for the first time.
Yeah, she's like, well, you just met her. And she's like, and so have you. The mom is like, and so have you. Jesus. It's so heavy.
I know every single quirk about this girl.
I know everything about her. I know every quirk about her. Baby, I'm telling anybody out there, you don't know what you know until you're living with the person, till you go through the weeds with the person, till you go through some shit, they go through some shit, y'all both going through some shit together or separately. You don't know a person until you really, really, really get knowing a person through letters and through videos and through jail talk and all that, and when everything is good. Yeah, you have to. The mom is saying, wait till you know her business. Wait till you know what the money situation gonna be like. It ain't about the money. It ain't about the money. Yeah, but Travis won't listen.
My door's always open.
Shit, the mom said my door is always open because she's trying to talk some sense into her child. You know, being in a relationship and being period, regardless of marriage, it's tough, and it's harder when you're broke. You don't know what you're gonna do. You just got out of jail. You don't have to jump into to be together. Just get to know each other first, and then when you're sure that you know a person, then get married. I don't know what's the rush and the hurry is for people to just jump up and get married. I don't get that. I don't understand. I've never in my life felt the rush or the need to be like, oh, I love this person so much that I have to get married. No, I'm like, I want to live with this person first. I want to see it, and then the question is, again, I say it over and over again. What are people's experience in past relationships? How many relationships have Travis been in? How many relationships have Ashley been in? Have they ever been in a serious relationship? Have they ever been married before? Does Travis have children? I mean, if this is the first time he's ever had a real serious relationship or a real marriage or been with anybody longer, all his relationships ended after 6 months or a year, or maybe he had one long-term relationship and all the rest of relationships have been flings or jump off, then you don't know what it means to be in a real relationship till you've had the experience in being in real relationships. And that's what kills me with these people. So here we going back to Derek and Monique. So Monique is upset because Derek was out there with his family all day. I guess he's only been 5 days out of prison, y'all. $5 foot long. 5. So they went to the mom's gravesite. He said it was stressful.
I didn't. Really, my brothers put up on me at the stove.
He was saying that it was stressful. Oh, she's suspecting him because he turned off his location, and he said that. I don't know. Because Derek is lying, honey. That's why, Monique.
He was able to sleep, get some rest without me, because y'all know how you be. Be so scared, calling me, texting me, blowing me up. Come home, come home.
I don't understand the calling and texting, blowing people up either. I don't do that.
When I'm out here, like, I don't really feel safe unless I'm with you.
She was saying that she doesn't really feel safe unless it's with her. Derek's phone be blowing up. If I ever was with a man that blew up the phone as much.
You got to look out for a drug treatment specialist and call. This is Derek to do a drug assessment over the phone.
Your history of drug use. What have you used in your family?
Are they doing a drug assessment over the phone? Is that part of his parole?
Heroin.
Damn.
So any of those was it 10 or 13?
Yep, exactly.
Does federal parole have you doing any substance use programming or anything?
No, I'm waiting to get evaluated.
Okay.
I think he has to get evaluated.
Derek never told me prior that he's ever used marijuana, cocaine, heroin.
Girl.
And your support with some good people you have in your life.
Yes, I have family. I have a girlfriend.
All right. Do you have any questions?
So Monique didn't even know that he used to do weed and heroin and so Derek told her that he was a dealer and not a user.
That conversation was really interesting.
Jesus Christ, this is a hot ass mess. All these people is a hot ass mess.
But I never knew you used drugs before.
Yeah, he wasn't even honest with her about it.
Back in when I was younger.
That was when I was younger. Back in that doesn't matter.
Drugs too. Like with heroin, when I be breaking it down and all that stuff, mixing it and all that, it got in my system. Being around it like that. It's called a table hop. It get in your system, your pores.
He talking about the heroin getting a system of pores and stuff like that, which is true, but still, I don't believe him. I don't believe shit anything Derek says. I don't believe anything. Let me tell you, I don't believe shit that Derek has to say. The look on his face, that shit eating grin, Derek is full of shit.
I know, because I never even thought. You know what I'm saying?
Because Monique, you never thought because you're stupid.
I don't want to believe him.
She's like, well, I never really thought, and no, Monique, because you're dumb.
A lot that he's saying.
You should be questioning everything that he's saying because you dumb. You's dumb.
I just feel like he's withholding a lot of information, even
yes,
though
Monique. Derek is. She feels like Derek is withholding a lot of information.
I'm not making it seem like it's a big deal.
You think?
I'm just saying I just found out something that I didn't know about.
Yeah, she found out. Honey, you finna find out a bunch of things you didn't know, Monique. Honey, child, look.
Things for me already. This is another one added onto the list.
But then again, but did she ask though? Like the first thing I'm asking somebody I'm talking to in prison is like, did you have a substance abuse issue? Have you ever done drugs before? These are questions that I ask people that ain't been in jail. I ask people, do you smoke? Do you do drugs? Do you drink? How much do you drink? Those are things that you need to know when you're dating anybody. Because if your lifestyle don't fit their lifestyle, then that's a problem. And Derek knows what he's doing, and he knows. And the way he be looking on his face, it just be like this grin of like, I know what I'm doing. I don't give a F. I mean, that's just crazy. Like that's the way you got to find out through a phone conversation with a counselor that your man used to smoke weed and do heroin and do coke and.
I'm not gonna tell everybody no. Little bits and pieces she gonna get as our relationship progresses.
That is. He's like, oh, there's a lot of things she don't know. I'm telling her little bits and pieces. Why would you? Why would you?
I want with nobody else. If they ain't gonna put too much on her, cause she ain't gonna handle it.
So after everything that happened the other day, like
I don't even know what to say. Derek is full of shit. Derek is not a good person. You don't do that to people. You be honest with people. Well, I can't tell her everything. I got to give her little bits and pieces. No, fuck that, and fuck you, Derek. Fuck you, man. And so I hope Derek is watching this. Fuck you, because that's some bullshit. You don't do nobody like that. Well, I'm not telling them everything. I just got to tell. That's manipulative and deceptive. That you come out and be honest with a person. All the 2.5 years he been talking, Monique been holding him down. But the reason why Monique been holding it down is because she don't know the truth. So how you gonna give clap and kudos to somebody holding you down when the whole reason they're holding you down is based on a lie and a falsehood? Because if you really told the truth about who you are, would this person be holding you down? The same thing with your family. Well, my family didn't do this, and maybe your family didn't do this and didn't do that because they know how you really are. So you want to present this image, this pie in the sky idealized image, and not tell her this and not tell that, and this person is holding you down, but they're holding you down based on an image and a lie. GSP says she saw that he was a snake the first episode. Yeah, now I understand the reasoning why the family doesn't like her because they deep down inside knowing that Monique is getting played. And I absolutely positively see it. I saw it the first episode when they went out for their meal. But I really, really, really see it now. So I'm laughing about Cameron's family. They're showing what's coming up with Cameron's family. So yeah, I think Derek is a snake. He is a liar. He is a leech. He's a user. He's a manipulator. He's a deceiver. You're lying. You're cheating. You're deceiver. All the things. So now we're back to Cameron, and Cameron's family is calling. They calling Eris, and they're like, "Hey, sister, what you doing?" Oh, they messy. She talking about she got a lot of other stuff, and they're like, a lot of other stuff. What that mean? Oh, they're like, we heard you just didn't want to come. That's like these sisters like me. That's how I would say, no, girl, I heard you just didn't want to come, girl. Is it the truth? She's like, we're not gonna start out like this. They were telling her, don't exclude yourself. Because some of the family members weren't at the wedding. Oh, this T-Dog. Cameron asked like, this T-Dog, yo. Yo. Some of them women's giving out a lot of masculine energy. She finna be that one. That's me. That's me. I would be the sister that would call. I'm the relative that's gonna call and be like, why aren't you here? Yeah, well, I drank a lot and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure all these people here that was at the wedding last night, I'm sure all of these people are hungover. I'm sure they're all drunk. And then I just love Cameron's family. These are some fly, beautiful Black women. Like these women are all fly. They are all nice looking. They got Auntie Bougie right here with a little hair swooped to the side, and she got a little red shirt on, and she's telling it's gonna be okay. Because you want to drink some liquor. So what happens if something happens and you still on paper? Something happens when she having good on paper. Oh, well. Then you're going back to jail. The Aunt Bougie trying to tell them. But it's still effect upon us because we love you. Oh, because she's saying we love you. She's like, we love you. Oh no, Cameron. She cute. They said we're your family. You know, we don't know this woman. 3 years ago. Cameron's Aunt Kim. I love Aunt Kim. Aunt Kim is giving me everything, honey. She's giving me the swoop hair tea. And then she's just telling them. And it's obviously that his family really does love Cameron. Like they really seem like they love and support him. And that's wonderful. And he is surrounded by a lot of strong Black women. The sister's like, are you gonna start acting different now because you're a husband? They giving it to Cameron. They is giving it to him, honey. They is giving him like. So they don't want him to move to Florida with the wife, and they gonna miss him. Yeah. I'm just saying so soon. I'm not saying that I never want you to go. Yeah. I love it. I absolutely love the family. I love it. I love it. How are we supposed to feel comfortable? They like, how are we supposed to feel comfortable? You know, with you moving so far away. Cameron's drinking out of the bottle. When she wouldn't even come and be with her with them, like. Why does it seem like you evade the question? He does. Why does it seem like you? I don't know. The ants is on them. The women is on them today. Answer us. We really want to understand and know. All right. I love his family. You respect me, right? I respect you. Yes or no? You respect me, right? She like, who you talking to? Yeah, nah, you talking to me like I'm a kid. Marry each other, not people. Not married. Like how Lord. Your daughter, guess what? You keep telling us that's our sister. Sister coming. Uh-oh. She like sister pulling up. Sister coming. Please. I didn't even go through what I went through until last year. Nobody went through what the I went through. You so much drama. All your brothers. I love you. Stop talking. He said, everybody stop talking. The sister's like, no, that's on me. I be like, I ain't stop talking just because you. Uh-oh. She said there's a ring on the table. Might be an omen. No, Cameron is just drunk. Cameron up here yelling and screaming. He drinking way too much. She said, you keep thinking you hard. You walk like you got a wedgie. The sisters is crazy. They be cracking up laughing. You acting like you hard. You walking like you got a wedgie. He said he mad as F and he leaving. He walking out the door. Lord. Anyway, next Friday, let's see. Oh no, Ashley gonna get a pregnancy test next week.
You had left. This location seems to be at a standstill. Where are you?
Oh Lord. Lord, I can't wait till next week. Ashley, she got to take a pregnancy test. That's the last thing they need is to be having a baby right now. Justine's mom is like, this is a nightmare, which I don't blame Justine's mom, but I was like, boo. I don't know how Justine was raised or what kind of environment or where her daddy at or whatever. But I don't know what her mama did, but her mama did something wrong. Justine mama did something. What went wrong? I don't know, because your daughter is something else. Like, I don't know. I can't blame it on the mama, because kids get grown and they choose their own path. So I can't blame the mama for that. But I don't know. Derek and Monique, Derek's still blowing smoke up on Monique's ass. So yeah, we'll see next week. That was a good episode. That was a good episode. I get an episode probably a B minus maybe. The things that's going on with Nathan and Skylar, I don't know if they're gonna make it to the end of the damn show, y'all, because I don't know what's gonna happen. It's a hot mess. These last couple of episodes, 3 episodes have been good. I guess Gabby and Chris is gone off the show because everything that happened with them. I hopefully they off the show, but I don't know about a B plus. I give it a B minus. I have a hard time with these shows. A lot of the stuff I be thinking is fake. But this one season, I do have to say that I feel like the scenarios may be set up by the producers, but like the reactions and the families have been good. So I think that really what makes these episodes in this season is just that the people's families have been good. Travis's mom is good. She was trying to real talk him and talk some sense into him. And Cameron's family is good. And they trying to talk some sense into him and to him. And Derek's family, I see why they're mad at Monique. I understand it more now. Here I was like, oh, poor Monique, they just dumping on her, blah, blah, blah. But no, it's more complicated than what we may have originally thought. Like it's a bit more nuanced and complicated than that. It's just the fact that they understand that their brother is full of shit, that he's with this woman because of dubious reasons. And they are just sick of the farce and sick of the front. And they're probably telling him behind closed doors, why don't you just tell this girl what it really is? And Derek has been lying to Monique ever since he talked to her in jail. So the idea that he's with her, well, because she held me down when y'all weren't there. Apparently, Derek, a lot of women held you down, Derek. Apparently, she wasn't the only one holding you down. But no, she's the only one that was giving him a lot, holding him down with a lot of them ducats. So that's really my opinion of what that is. But the episode was good. So we'll see what happens next week. I'll be here next week to watch this. And then February 24th, mark your calendars. It's the Life After Lockup. Hopefully we won't see a whole bunch of the same. I'm tired of seeing the same people. Derek is a whole work. Derek is a whole thing. So I'm gonna mark my calendar right now. Life After Lockup. Okay. So on this show, I think we got a few more episodes to go until the end. And Derek, he's too pretty to treat. You talking about Derek? I don't find Derek attractive. That's not my type. Him and Cameron both. They just I don't understand. I had women like, ooh, Derek, and I'm just like, he's short. I don't like short men. I don't like dudes with braids. I like dudes who are clean cut, short hair. I do like a short crop beard, but I like my men. I just like my men more clean cut, tall. I don't like the glasses. Glasses okay. I don't think I ever dated a dude that really wore glasses like all the time, but I don't like the braided hair. I don't like dreads. I don't like braids. I don't like natural cut. I don't like a afro and all that. I like just nice cut, some lines in it, maybe nice little edge of a little fade. That's what I think that's attractive and sexy. If you're gonna have a beard, be a short crop beard, or not have a beard, or maybe a goatee. Maybe goatee's kind of cute. But Derek, I mean, for Monique, Yeah, he's and the women that Derek apparently messes with don't look nothing like Monique. They Oh yeah. You mean Derek is that he's a pretty boy. He's into his hair and clothes. Yeah, Derek likes looking nice, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Derek like to look nice, and nothing wrong with that. But come on now, Monique. Like I said, now since I understand and I see what's going on now I have less sympathy for Monique and no sympathy for Derek. And I understand where Derek's brothers and sisters are coming from. Now I understand their angle and all this, but I ain't got no uh sympathy for Monique. I feel bad for her that she getting played, but after watching these episodes, she's basically playing a fool and she letting herself get played on national TV, and then you fighting with the sisters over what? I would that over what, girl? Over what? You think I'm fixing to go online and go on live and Instagram and Facebook and fight over some dude that got a whole iPad full of ass shaking bitches? First of all, I ain't finna fight with nobody's family, no girl online over no fucking dude, or in person over no fucking dude. Second of all, I sure in the hell ain't been finna fight over no dude that just got out of prison and he's talking to the world. He basically dared for the streets. He done lied to her about everything. Like he gonna make sure she find out in bits and pieces. Like if I even hear a dude even say some shit like that on TV, I'll be looking at him like, did you just really say that to the producers? Well, I can't tell the truth. And you still defending this person? You still going on lies with this motherfucker? Like, it's one thing for somebody to cheat on you and lie to you and do their dirt behind closed doors, but it's a whole nother thing when people on national motherfucking TV out doing it, or people out there in your face doing it on social media. But to have somebody on national TV pretty much seeing other women, talking to other women the entire time she was talking to Derek, he's seeing other women. He's talking to other women. He's getting videos and pictures and naked and God knows from other women. Monique over here sending pictures of her boobs and her vajayjay and her big fat ass on there. And then knowing damn well he looking at her probably like next. But then he got whole videos of hoes twerking and girls wearing lingerie and their titties is out and they small cute in the face, small in the waist. So I'm supposed to believe that Derek is really into Monique and that he likes big girls, like we called it from the beginning. All you people out there who was talking about, oh, Funky Dineva, you people are fat shaming and blah, 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 blah. I hope you motherfuckers retract your videos, retract your comments, retract your Instagram posts, and oh, y'all are fat shaming Monique. No, bitch. We calling it what it is and what it is. And what it is, just like people said, he's using her. That a dude that look like that, no matter if you think Derek is cute or not, that a dude like Derek is not fucking with Monique because he's into BBWs or he loves Monique. Ain't one time he said Monique. All he keeps saying is she held me down when y'all wasn't around. She held me down. Okay, so do you like her? Do you love her? He ain't never said that once. I watch these shows over and over again. Derek ain't once said, oh, I love Monique. I care about her. He'll say it to her. But when he's talking about Monique with other people, it's all about she holding him down. And to me, when he says that, it means that she held him down by sending him money in prison. She sent him money. She's going to give him a place to stay. She bought him a cell phone and clothes. And these other chicks that are probably twerking on these videos and all that, they probably like didn't send Derek no money. They ain't talking about having them set up with an iPhone and clothes and buying them Gucci belts and Gucci shirt. Monique was the only one talking about this shit. I promise you, she was the only one on it. So he gonna go where the money go. You know, the same thing about Travis. As much as I like Travis, and Travis puts out a good vibe, but I think the main reason why I said God knows Travis probably was talking to other women while he was in prison too. He's a good looking guy. And God knows if he was on a prison dating site, I'm sure there's a bunch of women. Travis, like I said, is a nice looking guy. And I best believe that the reason why he went with Ashley is because Ashley was sending him money. And then Ashley was telling him, I'm gonna have you set up with a job and we're gonna live our best life. And Travis thought he was gonna ride off onto the sunset. So the fact that he preaching to his mom about he cares for her and he loves Ashley and da 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 da. The only reason Travis is saying that is because he's going through parental defiance and he wants to prove to his mama that he knows that him and Ashley know what they're doing and what they're talking about, and he's an adult, and Travis wants to be right. Sometimes people want to be right so bad they will end up in the wrong relationship. It has happened to me. It has happened to other people. It's probably happened to you, dear listeners. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. That y'all want to be right so bad. Y'all want to prove everybody wrong about this person. Everybody telling you he ain't shit. He ain't shit. She ain't shit. She ain't no good. She a hoe. She for the streets. He for the streets. He got community penis. He doing this and doing that. Everybody's telling you this. Your parents telling you this. Your mama telling you this. Your brothers and sisters. The dog is telling you. The cat, your fish is even telling you this. The fish is in the fish. They're talking about blue, 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 blue. Here, Dusty. But you want to prove everybody wrong. Oh no. And you will do the most and go through all these mental gymnastics and all these things to prove everybody wrong. But at the end of the day, months later, days later, weeks later, even sometimes years later, even kids later, people like, damn, these people was right about this motherfucker all along. Or damn, these people was right about this chick all along. I should have listened to them. But you are so involved into proving everybody wrong. You so want to be right that you will be with the wrong person. And so don't fall in that trap that you so want to be right that sometimes it's good to be humble. And sometimes it's take a step back and don't be defensive and just come back and listen to somebody's wisdom, especially somebody who's your parent, someone who loves you, who's older, who's been through it. I'm sure Travis' mom has experienced relationships and marriages and God knows what else. So she's trying to impart some wisdom because she loves this person. That's your child. You always love your child. Relationships come and go, but the relationship, if it's a good relationship, that is, between a child and a parent, is something that lasts a lifetime. Because you should, not everybody, but should love your child unconditionally. And you will always be in the corner. You want the best for them, the best around them. And so if you're a good parent, you're a good mom or good dad, and your child knows that you've been a good parent, then they'll see that. They may get mad at first, but eventually maybe it'll seep in and they'll understand your wisdom. Or they'll fall flat on their face and just make a whole bunch of messed up decisions just to spite you. So, that's not good. Ashley gonna end up homeless. They gonna end up real homeless. So if they don't, and they talking about she almost pregnant, that's the last thing they need. So I tell people out there, listen to your parents. If your parents got wisdom and experience, sometimes, or your friends got wisdom and experience, or siblings, sometimes it's good to toss your ego out the window. Don't be so pig-headed. I know people are stubborn and people just I want to do whatever I want to do and I'm grown and I'm not above that. I'm always listening to my friends, listening to our wisdom. I may not always follow their wisdom, but I'm always got an ear open. I always try not to be defensive and be like, yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I'll ponder on that, because I know that a lot of times I haven't followed people's wisdom, and then I've ended up in messed up situations in my relationships. Many times I've dated several people that weren't worth my time and energy, and I had friends tell me that. And it's happened. So, sometimes you have to settle down, don't get so defensive, and just be like, maybe I really need to listen to what this person is saying. So that's how I feel about relationship. All these couples on here are a hot mess. Justine and Michael being away for 6 years and he's not understanding how economics work. Apparently Michael don't understand how the rap game work, how economics work, how logos work, because he stole the Maserati logo and just turned it upside down. Apparently Michael don't understand how anything works, how business work. I mean, how you run an online business and be like, well, I don't know if that's going to be enough to sustain us. You should know how much. I mean, it's easy. He has a website. So behind the website, he has a dashboard. He can easily click on to see how much revenue he's making. He can click on to see how much money they're making per month, how the ebbs and the flow. Being in any kind of retail business, e-commerce or whatever, there's ebbs and flows with the business. You have to be prepared for that. You got overhead, you got costs, you got your own personal expenses, all of that. And it's like, he's like, well, I don't think it's going to be. So you're having Justine quit a job when you don't even know if you're bringing in enough money to sustain, a whole household, much less 8 kids, 2 adults. Like, I'm just like, it's just one click. I can just pull. I can pull up on my phone and pull up my Etsy shop, and it'll show how much revenue I made per month. So and then every month I can break it down and look to see how much I'm doing it. But again, I'm doing my business on the side. You're talking about living up. You're having somebody quit their whole good job with benefits and insurance for what? So you can be a rapper and he can't tour, and then he doesn't have the clout enough. I don't, like I said, Michael's been out for a while. Do y'all know any places where he's performed yet? I'll wait. I mean, I don't know. I'm not up in these YouTube streets and like y'all are, but does anybody know where Michael's performed? Has he come out with a mixtape? Has he come out with an album? I mean, the show is behind, so he's been out for like maybe a year now, or maybe less than a year. Maybe he's been out at least 6, 7, 8 months now. Maybe I don't know how long Michael's been out, but and I know he can't travel, but like, you have a baby coming on the way, and babies are expensive. Babies take money, and so babies need health insurance. They have appointments and checkups, and the mama needs appointments. And so I just not understanding that. How is she quitting her job when they have rent to pay and things to do? I don't understand that. Yeah, and that maintenance alone on the BMW that I saw a video. Y'all see the video about the BMW? Go watch Geo Malik's channel where and according to Amber, where they talked about, Amber, according to Amber, is a YouTuber, and she does gossip, and she talked about the car that same car was on his friend Mocha's Instagram, and then they've since taken the pictures down, so we don't even know whose car that is. That may not even be his car, so I don't know. Yeah, I saw that. It was funny that that Mocha went and took down the pictures of him in the car, standing next to the car. The car was on his Instagram. The car was on his Facebook. The car was on his Twitter. Like, they didn't took all these pictures down. People are like, isn't that Michael's car? No, we don't know whose car that is. The only car I ever see rolling around is Justine's car. So we don't know whose car that is. We don't know if his friend Mocha, maybe Mocha was holding the car until he got out of prison. We don't know it. But again, if it wasn't his car, he should have just came out and said, "Oh, I was just holding the car until he got out of prison." That's all he had to say. But the idea that they that his friend Mocha then took down all the pictures off his social media of the BMW, they just all suddenly, and then he's not answering any questions and took down the post. I'm just like, y'all need to stop. Y'all rappers and people in the entertainment industry, y'all need to stop. Y'all will go rent an Airbnb and be like, "Oh, this is my house." You will go out and rent a car and be like, "Oh, this is my car," and you be leasing the car. It's a rental car. Like, y'all be doing the most. Y'all be on the internet and on music videos. All these rappers, entertainers, they be stunting and they be dead broke. So the idea that that you don't know what to believe. I believe I don't believe anything that I hear, and half the shit that I see online when it comes to people, And then now Justine's in the GMC. Where's the Mercedes at? Where's the car that he bought her? I'm confused. I just Cameron's sister place. Yeah, that was an Airbnb. That wasn't the sister's house. That was an Airbnb. You could tell it was an Airbnb. So, like, they need to stop. They need to stop on these shows, especially Justine and Michael. And then the house that they living in, Auntie's advice pointed out that they didn't show the front of the house because it looked like it had a lease sign up. So apparently Justine's house, the house that she has, is a rental house, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But they may be moving, or maybe something else may be going on. But something was going on, the reason why they wouldn't show the house. So all this money in Michael and Justine, and they trying to project that he's this big time rapper. I've never heard of Montana Mills. And Michael's talking about he had all this money before he got locked up. Baby, you had all this money, boo-boo, because you were a drug dealer. I mean, I'm like, are we not stating the obvious here? All this money he talk about, my camera. All this money he talking about he had, and all these cars and all this stuff, and he was this big time rapper. Baby, let's just face it. In my opinion, it's my opinion, Michael got all this stuff not because he was such a hit rapper or not because he was selling so many $1,000 fake AliExpress shoes. He had all this shit because his businesses and his rapping was the side. To me, the main was him selling fentanyl and cocaine and that cocaine. I'm in love with the cocoa. Like, to me, it was like, honey, you was running a whole drug ring with your sister. I saw the mugshots and like 4 or 5 other people and your baby mama. He was with her too. They all got popped. So it's like, okay, yeah, you had all this money, but you had all this money not because you was selling so many albums and performing or selling so many shoes and socks and face masks. No, you had all that money because you was a runner, you a track star. You was dealing. The block was hot. So the idea that we supposed to just believe that Justine gonna quit her job and then what? He gonna keep rapping and selling $1,000 fake shoes? Can somebody explain that to me? Like, is the delusion? The delusion is real. Like, the delusion is so real. It's so real. I'm just like, are y'all delusional? Are y'all? Are we not this good with money? Do I need to be doing? I'll volunteer my accounting services for a price, of course. For a price. But I'm just like, are you that delusional? Well, Justine need to quit her job for what? Her kids are in school. Her daughter's finna go off to college. Yes, she's finna have a baby, but now isn't the time to stay at home on what? On the rap industry that he hasn't been a part of in about 6-7 years? And so now things have changed. And so you got to build, the show is going to help them and everything like that. But then also the show has been exposing Michael and Justine left and right and embarrassing them. And so the show, being on the show, has exposed them. They didn't put up all of Michael's charges and his mug shots and his stuff in the newspaper, so everybody know his drug charges in his background. Then on top of that, people didn't clown his label and clown he's selling $80 pair of socks and $1,000 shoes that are fake. So the internet and being on these reality shows is a double-edged sword, because if you got dirt in your closet or you on some bullshit, people will find it. People will dig and try to find it. And so now, Michael and Justine, they that interferes with your business when people clowning on your shoe business and your sock business, and people like, I ain't buying that bullshit when I get it from AliExpress, or they got it from AliExpress and just got their brand stamped on it. It's like, okay, so they don't want to have to deal with it and live with it. But a lot of people get on these shows thinking it's a come up. It's going to help their brand. It's going to help their career. It's going to help, them get a little fame. And yeah, you have to capitalize on that if that's the good way to get your brand or get something out there. But, don't do it to the point where it's deceptive and then you end up getting exposed, because, all exposure ain't good exposure. So people see that now. Get a skill, get a hobby, get something, Don't be, if I was on these reality shows, shit, I got businesses, I got art to promote. Like, I'd be trying to promote everything. I wouldn't be sitting here on social media arguing with my man's sisters or arguing with people in comments and blocking people on YouTube. I need Monique to get a skill. All this time she running her mouth on social media, baby, you could be starting a business. You could be starting a brand. You could have your own YouTube channel. You could have hundreds of thousands of followers. You could be bringing in the bag. Like, damn, Monique, why don't you have a YouTube channel? People would subscribe to it. People would watch you. People would listen to you. Monetize that channel. Turn that into some extra income. Like, are you that dumb? You on the internet arguing with people for free? I ain't finna be on the internet arguing with nobody for free. For what? I ain't got time to be sitting there arguing with nobody on the internet for free. Baby, I'm trying to use it for free advertising or something. Shit, I do these YouTube videos because I enjoy it and I like it. But then also I'll be dropping the links to my shops and everything to try to increase traffic or whatever. But the idea that she on, these people on the internet, these people on this TV show, and the show is paying them, yeah. But I would be capitalizing on that real quick. I mean, and some people on these reality shows, 90 Day Fiance, they start their own clothing line, their own purse line. They own, you know, internet server. They do cameos. They get paid to do cameos, like all kinds of things, you know. So it's just, you know, I'm like, people need to get while the getting is good, while you own these shows, and strike while the iron is hot. Same thing about Derek's sisters. I wouldn't be on Instagram post. I'll get a YouTube channel. I'd have my own little YouTube network where we get on there and post and talk about these reality shows. I mean, come on now. My brother, my kinfolk or best friend, whatever's on a reality show, I'd be right on the episodes with him. Like, hi, I'm the best friend. What's up? I'll be up there acting the fool. And instead of arguing for free, monetize your channel. Why are you up there arguing for free? Don't do it. So that's my thought on this episode. I appreciate everybody coming here and watching this video. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, like the video. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm cooking today. I gotta go do some walking today. I gotta do my taxes. It takes me like at least 4 or 5 hours just for me to do my damn taxes. But y'all have a good day. I hope 2023 will be a better year for me. Thank you, GSP. Thank you, Will Pulls My Teeth. Thank you, everybody who's going to watch. There's other person lurking here that is just watching. Thank you, lurker person who's watching. Make sure you like the video. If you're lurking, make sure you like, thumbs up the video. I appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to do another video. Like I said, 90 Day the Other Way. I'm going to watch that show. There's the episode that premiered last Sunday and the one that's going to premiere tomorrow. I'm going to try to watch these episodes and post them up. I'm going to try to get out of my funk and get out of my depression and just start posting things and get back to making y'all laugh, making y'all think. I'm going to post a video about online dating and the perils of that and going what I'm going through on that. And I got a lot of real hot takes and opinions on online dating. I've been doing online dating for years, off and on for years, ever since my husband passed away. So I've been online dating off and on for almost 10 years now. So every relationship that I've had, even my late husband, I kind of met him on a chat room. I met my late, because that's the only way to meet anybody. I can't meet anybody out. So online dating is and I'm going to go for a walk today. I'm just going to get out there and walk. I'm going to just walk. It's a nice day. It's like I said, y'all see me post, there was a snowstorm here. So for a while, but everything is back to normal. I think the high today is supposed to be 60. It's 61 right now. So it's a great day to get out the house. And then, like I said, I'm going to head to the store and I'm going to cook for my kids today. We're just going to kind of have like a homegoing dinner for Buttons. So we're just going to make a meal. I'm gonna have my kids. We're gonna all help in the kitchen. We're doing some cook therapy, I guess, and they're gonna help me cook. And we're gonna talk about Buttons, and we're just gonna have like a little homegoing dinner tonight. And just yesterday we didn't feel like doing nothing but just coming home and sleeping. But we're gonna reflect, have a homegoing dinner for the cat, and I'm making dinner and dessert and whatever else that they want to eat tonight. But y'all just have a good day. Have a good evening. Hope have a great Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday, back to work. You know how that go. So anyway, y'all, peace out.